It's been 2 years of tragedy and triumph for the families of Flight 3407.
And as we approach the second anniversary of that sad night in Clarence Center, more families are settling their lawsuits. News 4's Lori Schultz is back from federal court with this story. Lori?
Yeah, the trial is scheduled for March of 2012, but today dozens of attorneys and relatives of crash victims gathered at federal court for a status update on the case. In a way, it took on very special meaning. Even though time has passed, it's clear the pain is still very fresh. Jennifer West and Robin Tolsma used to like winter when the men featured on their lanyards were still alive. But snow and cold is no longer for them, and with good reason.
It's just so reminiscent of the days and the weeks that followed.
It's hard to believe that 2 years this Saturday, Flight 3407 crashed in Clarence, killing all 49 people on board and a man in his house.
Our hearts are still broken, and we're still fighting to make sure that something like this never happens again to anybody else.
Days before the 2-year anniversary, both women made a stop in federal court to get an update on the pending trial. Tolsma's already reached a settlement with Colgan Airlines and Continental, but West has not. They want people to know that their legal fight is not about money, knowing there's no value on grief.
I want them to think about all the beautiful lives that were lost. I just want them to understand that we're doing this, so this doesn't happen again.
Of the 43 lawsuits, only 10 families have settled so far. At a status conference on the trial, the critical issue is punitive damages. The airlines is trying to limit them. Attorney James Kreinler finds that outrageous. His law firm has represented families in more than 60 air crashes. He's a consultant for the plaintiffs.
That Continental and Colgan should be punished for horrendous behavior. An inept, untrained crew had no idea what to do in that cockpit.
I know some people say that they wish that we would go away or the issue would go away, but the fact of the matter is when you walk outside today, look up, how many aircraft do you see flying and how qualified are those pilots to fly those aircrafts?
And Tolsma and West say that this anniversary is harder than last year, mostly because they were so distracted with the legislation they worked on and dozens of legal papers they had to fill out. Now things have quieted down. This weekend, though, they'll be busy. There are a number of events planned in memory of those who died in that crash. Live, Lori Schultz, News 4.